Here. Make sure we have a full council this evening. Your battery's dropping off. Here you go. You can share it. You have your agenda in front of you. I have 14 different items. Motion to approve the agenda. Motion, there, second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Vote. It is now been approved. Regular meeting minutes of November the 6th. Motion approved. Motion, there, second. Second by nine. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Vote. Executive session on November the 6th. There, motion. Motion. Mr. Grant, there, second. Second by Cody. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Vote. I'm not sure if there's one on this. Yeah. Yes, one was.
No,
You're ready. For that. Passage. Special meeting of November the 15th. Your motion. Motion by Cody. There's a second by somebody who was here. Second by Don. One over here, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Do I two abstain? You abstain from abstain. All right, 15. Pass. Executive session minutes, November 15th. Your motion.
Motion.
Your second. Second by Don. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Abstentions? All right, we go to citizen participation. Dr. Hughes.
Well,
Turn it on.
no. That better? There you go.
Yeah.
Well, it took almost 10 months. We do have approval from the FAA on the full amount assessed. I think Chris and Carmen know that, didn't they? She was got me clear. So we're good to go. The plane is at the airport. We have the polls, the weather, and the schedule. It's kind of difficult for us to get the pole on the ground, but I think the city's ready to do it. We're ready to put that thing up.
It's coordinated with Bob.
Okay. We'll do it.
Yeah.
Concerning the second, let me just go over one thing real quick on the pole mount assessment. The expenditure so far about $500 for poles, $500 for concrete, $380 for paint products not covered by RTI. I don't know how much lighting it costs. I put down $100, maybe more or less. Total lighting expenditures are around $1,480. So we had budgeted $5,000 for that project. So it's in good shape.
It's going to come in under budget.
Concerning the second aircraft, the Beechcraft C-12 current tenure, the GSA has granted a 4-month extension, taking us up to February 25th. Move the plane back to Cuba. If we hadn't removed it from North Carolina by then, it goes back to the GSA. So before the next council meeting, I'll try to get you a list of all the options I can think of. One of which will be to release it back to the GSA. I can make a motion to approve any of those options and create one of their own. I'm certainly open to any suggestions or any help we can provide. I think, having said that, I think there are positives in the pursuit of this aircraft. It allows for the development of new tourist attraction. It will be available as a learning tool for the kids at school. We have a lot of flight members from the area. They will see names, back in aircraft one. It will be an improvement on the north side of the interstate. Once the engine is sold, it may be proved to be a very inexpensive project. It could be a start of an expanded aviation display if we want more aircraft. Donations will partially defray the cost of it, and it will be a unique display up and down the I-44 corridor. Downside, it's labor intensive to get it, there's no doubt about it. And then two, there are initial startup costs for the project. So if you have any questions, I entertain them. Otherwise, I'll just get you the list of all the options and you can decide next week. Sure.
I thought you said that we could not obtain a title.
Well, they'll release the title. It's almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years in June since they awarded the aircraft to Cuba. So from that point on, you're looking at less than 3 years before they release the title to Cuba anyway. And one of the options will be we'll get the aircraft if they will release the title right away. So that will be one of the options I provide to you.
Okay.
So there'll be upfront costs, but I think we can sell those engines pretty quickly. Travis has already made some phone calls now. We can't sell them as long as they're government property. So we don't want to do that. But I'll have 4, 5, or 6 options for you. And someone wants to make a
That'll
motion,
be one of the options.
that's one of the options. But if you don't talk amongst yourselves and you say, we just don't want to do this, just make the motion to revert it back to
When is your
GSA.
date of February? When is your date?
February 25th. Nobody's gonna hurt my feelings, we're already decided, believe me. I wouldn't say this is a big problem.
So you have those options at the December 11th meeting.
I'll have this for you before the meeting so you can see which way you want to go.
Why don't you have the option by December 11th?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't mean that, that'd be a great time.
Yeah, I'll have it before that.
Yeah.
All right, thank you very much. Any questions?
Thank you, Doctor.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Seaver, Dr. Seaver.
Mayor, Council, thank you for letting me slide into the agenda. I'll be very brief, but I have some plaques that I want to present to you as the council and the mayor. One is a proclamation signed by Governor Parson of the state of Missouri. The other is a plaque of recognition from ACT certifying Crawford County and the city of Cuba as a work-ready community. We achieved this status in 2017. Their timetable lags a little bit. They approve people quarterly. With the turnover from Governor Greitens to Governor Parson, some of our recognition was delayed in that transition, but I received these yesterday and reached out to the mayor and said I'd love to be able to bring them to council meeting tonight to give them to you all. I think it would be wonderful to have somewhere in way, shape, or form here on display. It's a big honor. It's a fantastic thing we've been able to accomplish. It was through the jail program that I partnered with the Merrimack Regional Planning Commission and Crawford County Sheriff that helped us to achieve this certificate, and that program itself went on to receive a national award. So it's a big deal for Cuba. It's a wonderful thing for the county, and I just want to present these to you all, and it's certainly a possibility that the paper might get a picture at some point later. But it's a great thing, and I'd love to be able to give them to you all so you all have them. So,
Well, thank you, Sean. I'm sure the council thank you too.
want me to set over on
It'd be fun. Yeah, over on my gift.
Perfect. Congratulations. This is a big deal, and it's a wonderful thing. Thank you very much. Well done. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Mayor. Is there any other citizen participate at this time? Okay, hearing now we move on. Public Works Director. Now, one thing before we approve the agenda, the only thing on the Public Works Director, we got a mini track hole that's tabled.
Yeah.
It's gonna be tabled, we're tabling the mini track hole.
Oh.
It's just, we discussed it 2 years ago, we said no, it needs to be discussed, it's a lot of money, we need to discuss it, not just go in, so. Mini track hole, as far as part of the water sewer lobby, is being taken off. All right, go.
The other item here on that list was, water well controls. And those are very important to this point. Glenn Shockley, our water supervisor, he went out and solicited bids. It's called an SCADA system is what it's called. It basically controls your wells. It basically controls your wells and how they run and how they function, keeps the levels, pressures up and down correctly without having manuals go around and do this. And, that's the gist of the SCADA system. Now, when I let Glenn describe the bids he went out and got from this, they're kind of varied a little bit. He actually received 2 solid bids on it. The first one I think was from they're both in same basis, they're both complete systems. The original one we went out and got was a partial fix. We decided against that and went again and went with a new company and go ahead and give you this.
Danny, why don't you explain it to the council like you explained it to me?
Right, we discussed with our 2 representatives from council, Kevin and Cody, and we went over them with these bid proposals, and it was their recommendation to put in new controls for the whole system. we had one bid that was $40,000 to just put in to fix what we had. But that wouldn't update it. It'd still be the old controls. It would just be working. So for either $109,000, which was ECCO bid, was out of,
So the first bid is from ECCO
yes,
for
from
109
like
even.
the Ozarks, is where that company's out. For 109,558. And then Vandervander is a company out of St. Louis. It's the company we currently have for our controls at the treatment plant with Steve Barnett. And their bid is $91,273. So there's an $18,000 difference.
We already have this company of 91,000?
We have them for our controls out at the treatment plant.
Totally separate.
Separate control system.
But we already do have, we're using your
We
service.
use the company currently for the well controls we currently have. I use Vandervander right now. So I know what they charge. I feel that ECC would be the same operable company. It would be reliable. As a supervisor, I would feel more comfortable spending a little more money and going with the Lake Ozark company. But I totally understand whatever the council decides. I'm comfortable with both companies.
So the higher bid is the one that we have experience with, or?
No,
No, we do not have experience with them. I have recommendations, and they're supposedly a really good company. They're a smaller company, so I might get a little better service, but I don't know that for sure. I've just been told that.
Have you had any issues with that company with the treatment plant?
Vanderbilt is, Steve's really comfortable with them, but they do cost a lot. They will come out and will fix whatever you have, whether it's costing. But I think any reputable company,
But
Better cost.
their upfront bid is less.
yes,
Bobby, what's your opinion?
Well, we actually talked to both companies at length, as a matter of fact, for the last close to a year now. We've been discussing this going back and forth. And, personally, I think both companies are well run and are very, responsible for what they're selling. I'm kind of like Glenn in a way, I feel better about the ECCO company because they're a hands-on, they're a smaller company, they give you more personal service. We're not put on a schedule such as a larger company does.
I mean, you
larger-
anticipate this, because you never had it.
Well, we've never had them, but I've had a lot of recommendations from people that's been in this industry for a long time. Number one, they're well controlled people, and they're well-known companies, and they all recommend this. Or that.
Christine? Thanks, buddy.
We budgeted 120.
So we got 120 budget, we got a bid of 109 and 91. You got any questions now?
Would Vanderbilt have to come and remove any current controls that we have if we change companies?
I think it's a revamping of the whole system.
Yeah.
Basically do away with ours.
Yeah, I see. What if we go discontinue using Vanderbilt and we switch to ECCO? Vanderbilt have to come and remove some of their.
No, it's ours.
So it's all our property.
We purchased.
and that's what ECCO mentioned to me when they looked at my system. They said, we won't rebuild, we want to put you in a new system and that will work. And I understand that. But
But Vanderbilt is willing to do that same thing.
Vanderbilt's willing to fix it because they've spent the time, because we had to call them because the person that put the system in died. The other person that was taking control of our system, he went out of business. The company went out of business. So we called Vanderbilt, hey, we need you to figure out our system. They come in and spend a lot of time and figure out how it was broke. And I would warn you, understands that once you code a computer system, you've got to get in there and figure out the codes and figure out how the guy wrote. So you can service, and Vanderbilt did because they're a big company.
They basically build the software for the city.
I totally understand it. We can make this real plain and simple. Go with Vanderbilt, you'll save $18,000. So you know.
But you think we'll have more costs in the future on just on service costs?
It's, Vanderbilt's gonna put a system in that can be done off the computer. When I call them, hey, such and such well's giving me a problem. Hold on a minute, Glenn. They'll type it up on the computer. It's gonna go all back to their system. They can troubleshoot from their office, is what the guy told me. It's gonna be state-of-the-art system. And I said, is this gonna be as good as what Steve had? And the guy, Joe Biffa, said it's gonna be better than Steve has time. So, That should answer your question. We're getting a good system.
Mr. Mayor, I am on the committee. I support our supervisor, Bob. They know more about the league.
That's exactly right.
If they want to go with the 109,000, whatever it was, one,
So we have
I make a motion for that.
Well, we're completely in on the budget section.
Yes.
Steve made a motion to go with 100, but ECCO,
Yeah.
109.
109,558.
Where, second, second by, okay, Cody. Now, any more discussion before we vote? Okay, for the council.
Copeland? Montgomery? Yes. Mizell?
Yes.
Gray?
Yes.
Leathers?
Yes.
Bath?
Yes. Full council voted, they all voted yes, passes.
Thank you,
Get it done.
Appreciate it.
Thank you very much for coming up, and we did go out. How do you have anything else? Oh, you got security bits, Bob.
Yeah, I guess the security camera did.
Thank you, Benny. Thank you.
Even for come up with a system like this, she's tremendous help on this project, because I know very little about security systems or cameras and even that. At that point, we took these, or at least one of the companies, around and showed them what we exactly wanted again after we visited the first time, decided that wasn't what we wanted, we went ahead and redid everything with Eva's assistance. We come up with two bids. There is a slight issue on the one company I had received a bid from, they did not include the labor.
Either one?
No, I think, Zach's here from there. Okay, so you did include your labor.
Labor is being already included into that, so.
Yeah, so we actually have one proposal with labor and one without at this point, and that labor is an unknown from the other company. I mean, we won't be able to know that.
Maybe they're lost, I'm not sure.
No.
They're not sure the wiring, how much wire they're gonna need, so.
I mean, I gave them a brief, I gave them our technical papers to go with this, to tell them exactly what they need to do. But just like he said, we didn't actually go with them to show them part by part, whatever, building by building. I can go ahead and go with the proposals if you want to, or we can go back and revisit this again first. I mean,
Can we see what we have so far?
You only have so far.
Yeah, we broke it apart, we had to do it like a la carte to decide where maybe put the cameras and maybe put them away for cost reasons. Or
What was your
break it out into
recommendation?
parts.
Even what was your recommendation?
I would go with
wait a minute.
The way?
yeah.
Yes, sir, I totally agree with that. The gentleman that is runs Wave Center, that is here, is Zach Robinson, he's from Holland. He gave us the, bid for 18,300 at this point.
Yes, okay, that's the one without the labor, right?
That's what it's
And he did a little sheet that shows some of the most used, services that we might need. for the
Yeah.
cameras with the fees.
He gave us a lot more features with the system that we had on
Yes, the way one.
Wave Center.
Yes.
The other bid was, yeah, it's a little confusing. The other company was Tech Electric in Missouri. Their total quote was $12,151. But now that is.
There is no labor.
That's what's scary.
Exactly. It's kind of walking in.
She's scary.
Any questions, council, please?
How many buildings? Yeah, what are we getting?
Can I see it?
Yeah, schematic of what, of where.
There's a little basic rundown here. What's in that 18,000?
Well, it's right here if you want to read it all.
For the public works, we had 8 cameras, the DVR, the internet capabilities. So the internet capabilities, that's going to feedback into where it's going to be observing and watching, monitoring this. Well, it would lead into a monitoring station of public works. So that you can review anything there locally.
I mean, with any and all of the systems, they can all be set up to be viewed. You can view, say for instance, we're just looking at Public Works, and you just want Public Works to have access to just the Public Works cameras. They can have access to just the Public Works cameras. We can set it up to where EVA can have access to all camera systems.
where the mayor can have access to 3 of the camera systems. So it's really nice, it's very a la carte, there's lots of features, lots of new things we can do, and we can constantly be changing this too. I mean, when they make a change, you go and you say, hey, you'd like to set up a new account, you'd like this person to have access to these cameras, or maybe this person is left, this person no longer needs access, we take away their access. Can you do it on a phone, a tablet, a computer, from anywhere in the world with internet access?
So if we set up a computer in the city hall, then somebody could be constantly doing that if they wanted to,
Correct,
all the different locations.
correct, or some specific location.
Or just certain
Well, the
locations.
main thing is that it'll be EVR, or it's all gonna be recorded. So for instance,
Correct.
at midnight, I'm sorry, not obviously, but watching it, but they can go back on it.
But you can go back to the computer.
Correct,
So if somebody breaks in at night, at the door,
you'll be able to go back and check.
So how many cameras and locations are you including?
So I think we did 8 cameras at City Hall, is what we did.
At City Hall or Public Works?
At City Hall.
Okay.
We did,
if it was inside or outside.
we did.
Did one inside, for the panic door.
Mhm,
7 locations.
mhm. And then we did 1 camera at the city dump, and that one is one that, there's no internet access. Basically, it needs to be used remotely. Internet access is a requirement at all these locations, and at the city dump location, I was told, right, now, there's currently no internet access. So if you want to review the data or what's events that have happened there, we need to go on site to do that. That can be changed later.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have one out of those.
At the ballpark, we did 5 cameras.
One on the water.
Yes, the water tower, and the water towers.
Is there any, did you put any inside in the, we didn't put any inside there, they're all external.
And the nice thing about this too, if you need to add cameras any given time, cameras can be easily added. And I quoted here, additionally, an additional cost to add additional cameras.
Do you have the phone, because that was in the city for mine.
There's an alarm system at the ball.
Right.
Okay.
Container.
Okay, so we ballpark, we had Public Works Building, which is 8 cameras as well. We had the Visitor Center, which is 3 cameras, one of which I believe was covered in statues around that. We had Hood Park, which was 12 cameras. The pool was 6 cameras, and Patty's Playground was 2 cameras.
Oh, what about the animal shelter?
Yeah, we had to add that, we're gonna add that in.
Here, can you pass those down? It shows like per camera additional 250 plus things, so it doesn't look like it'd be difficult to add a camera. Yeah, the animal shelter and maybe add one at the entrance of the park as you go forward.
Correct. And we also optionally recorded 2 kind of portable cameras that can be relocated and taken to different and moved.
Problem areas, yeah.
And any of these cameras can be adjusted and all that. I mean, we'll get them fine tuned to their exact lighting. That's part of the proposal.
How about red line in the museum?
They want to add it at this time, but we can.
Now, is there an annual service,
Well,
A lot of money.
you know, for you to service these things or
I mean,
any annual fees?
That's something else that was broke down as an optional feature as well. I mean, there's an optional page. For $250 a month, essentially, we're Johnny on the spot. You guys have a problem, something needs to be done, something needs to be changed, you call us. We come, we fix it, we change it, we do whatever. If something needs to be replaced, we come and replace it. And a piece of hardware dies after we're gonna warranty everything for a year. If anything, piece of equipment dies after a year, any piece of equipment that dies, we can replace it our cost. And that's included with the 250. Otherwise, I kind of broke it down what the cost was. We did not have one on maintenance.
That's pretty expensive.
In the grand scheme.
Did you know something said that damage? Somebody's gonna camera down.
We're not experts.
We did our best to put them as tight as we can, that's the best places, right? And we do everything we can to protect properties.
Right.
That's why we want cameras, so we can.
All right, here we go.
How soon would this, if we improve this before you're up and running, have cameras on location?
Oh, I mean, I'd say overall, I anticipate the project will probably take us about 2 weeks to complete everything we proposed.
Kevin. You talk about cameras that have been knocked down.
Is it in a contract of use or of neglect? It don't cover that, we have to buy another camera.
I mean, basically, if something is damaged, if someone comes and steals something or neglectfully damaged, I mean, if you do the monthly maintenance agreement, we'll still cover it at our cost. So a new camera costs $250, we can replace the camera.
So let's say we had 2 or 3 cameras the same night, so the same one gets popped out 2 or 3 times, just there are replacements.
Correct.
You're probably gonna find a better location.
Yeah, fine, fine.
Yeah.
Put a camera on.
Put a camera on that camera.
I think this is a great idea, I love it. I
Don?
think the flexibility is great for us.
Any other municipalities currently using your services?
We haven't done any municipalities yet. We've done a lot of apartment complexes, we've done storage facilities, lots of homes. I mean, we put some cameras into the land.
I can show you on my phone.
So, I mean, we have to do one for municipality, but we've done for lots, in my opinion, similar jobs.
Sure. I think it's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
Right. We use it as a brain on.
No, not necessarily. What are the, logistics about internet access to these sites? How is that? Are we required to put in routers or you?
Essentially, as long as there is internet access, internet capable, as long as you have internet at any of these sites, I can tie into it and make it work.
Also, if we don't have internet, we can run it back to the DVR and it'll continue to record.
So but then you have to be on site to check it.
Oh, yeah, and if there's an event, you can go back to that recording and discuss it.
Correct.
So the city dump, that would, Patty's Playground, probably doesn't have it, right?
I think that is playground right now.
Schools, does the pool have
Pool
internet?
has internet, I don't think that Patty's Playground, I don't believe.
Ballpark?
that Ballpark does.
So those would all have to be, you'd actually have to go on site and check those cameras or something.
Yeah.
How far back is that DVR record? Is it 24 hours?
It all depends upon how many cameras we're recording for and what quality we're recording. I mean, to give you an idea, we put one in for an apartment complex in St. Robert. I think we did 12 cameras for them. And I think it's been 45 days to be finished. I don't think it started right. The data fills up, it writes over the oldest data.
Sure.
That means,
Like 30 days.
I think at least 30 days.
Enough time to discover a problem, and go back.
Yeah, that's the same system.
Well,
Yeah, I do have my personal, but we have like 7 days.
yeah. What do you say? But then, you've heard it, what you're, I'm sorry, Kevin?
This is the budget. They found out from, this isn't the budget.
It's 18, correct?
18, not 8. 18.
With the
And air maintenance, right?
18.
18,000 plus maintenance, you could do
I think that's necessary.
I make a motion that we accept this bid and inclusive of the $250.
I'll second.
Motion made in second. What do you want to say something?
Did you get a break on your insurance with this type of approach?
You need to check with your insurance company.
That's how they will have to check.
It's a big question.
We have a second? We had a second. Is there any other discussion? Roll call.
Scott?
Yes.
Levin?
Yes.
Ready?
Yes.
Renzo?
Yes.
Montgomery? Yes. Oakland?
Yes.
Just so the full council voted yes, for the way to get it. Go, start.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your help.
Yes. thank you.
Yes, I
Yeah,
do.
give it up to Vince.
Really appreciate it.
And I can tell you, I was very impressed with the amount of time and just the knowledge that you and Bob, what they put into it. And they came to me with the package. Usually get to come figure a lot of stuff out, but they figure a lot of this out, and made it a lot easier to be able to fit it, so. I was impressed with that.
Okay, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Any others? Bobby?
Well, so that's it for me.
Bob.
Yes.
Mr. Bob. Any other question, Council, for Bob? Yeah. Ben? All right, we have bills to be paid. Your motion to pay the bills is presented with the amendment. Motion been made to pay the bills is presented. Wait a second. Second by Mr. Gray. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Vote. Bills will be paid as presented. Now, let's go to number 7. As you know, in 2019, the sales tax is coming due, it'll be sunsetted in 2017 on the capital improvements. So if you guys will be want to put it on the next ballot, it's there, it's not gonna be an increase to the people, and capital improvement is very important part of running the city. Kevin, you got anything to say, or anybody have anything to say? Do you want to put it on the ballot as such, or do you have change? Kevin?
Again, Mr. Mayor, I'd like to see what this, sewer rate is going to do. We're here for residents in the city of Cuba, for citizens, that's interest. A year ago, we proposed a capital improvement tax, the board didn't believe it passed, so we went to 0.5%. We know that 0.5% can't really do a major project. And our best interest is listen to the citizens, and I believe that I want to see what the rate's going to change to. If, for example, let's say that they're going to say we can do the project here in town, we'll do a major project. We're going to raise the rates. I want to know how much. Is it 50, 60, 70% like anybody else is? What are you going to raise the sewer rates to? Then I'm going to come back, if it's 70% or 80, whatever, say 70. Then I'm going to say, I would like the citizens of Cuba to vote on 1% capital improvement taxes. Actually, most towns got 1%. We should have had it, but we didn't do it because the board did not believe in our citizens. So, what would be better for ones that's on fixed income right now? Right now, we have to do it. It's either now or 5 years down the road, which is going to probably be a lot more 5 years down the road. If I'm on fixed income right now, I want you to do it. I want you to give me an option. A 1%, my rates go way down here.
You're talking about the sewer rate.
Yes. Okay. That goes back in, the other what, 7%? So if it's 1%, we get about 50, 60 or more % out of the town. They come in for us, and they help pay this project. So I really think that we need to really walk very slow, because I'm going to ask you as business guys right now. If I go up to you, Cody, you got business in town. I say, Cody, I'm looking at raising your, first I'm going to ask you for capital improvement tax. We got a 0.5%. I would like to see a 1%, because then you get about 50, 60 more money out of town you don't have to pay. Well, you got to pass this 1% on to the citizens. So, the citizens are paying it. Now, we come up to Cody, we say, Cody, without this, we're going to raise your rate, sewer rate, 70% or 80%. Now, the business will scramble and think, I'm going to have to now raise more rates than I would if I had this 1%. So, at this time, I would really love to see the numbers before I make a decision. I'm here for citizens of Cuba. It'd be a lot cheaper, maybe, that 1% than it would be if it has to go way up. See what I'm saying? If I go down the bell and tell him, I'm looking at this 1% sales tax, it's only 0.5% more. Well, he's just going to pass on to me or whoever, and he can be all right. But if I come up and say it's 70 to 80% increase in your sure, now you're going to have to think about it. Now it's going to cost more to operate your business. So right now, I can't really say one way or the other until we see this sewer rates.
Well, what you're saying, if I understand, is we're 0.5 cent down.
Yeah.
But you're asking for, if we go to 1 cent, we'd be a lot better off as far as not raising the sewer rates.
That's much, yes, because I believe the citizens can afford that. But if you throw in an ungated amount, citizens are going to look at, why did you please let us go on this 1%? We're here for citizens in Cuba. Let's give the citizens, do you want this 1% or do you want the sewer rate to go up?
The only increase would be a 0.5.
Yes, half cent, and I believe the citizens go for half cent. Now, we should have did this years ago, right? Or we brought up 1%. We did 1 cent, we knew back then, but the board did not believe. The board said that town won't pass the tax. So they dropped it that half. They would have passed it, I believe, because it's like you're right. We take care of our house, we take care of our yard, we put money into our property, keep our value up. Well, all the citizens are doing is putting money into the SURE to keep their value up. Without the SURE, your house is worthless. So really, in the best interest of citizens and the people that own property, renting it, that's a win-win situation for the city of Cuba. That's kind of like insurance for citizens out here. Hey, I'm gonna pay that 1/2%. But then we can go around and, Cody, I have a place to sell, Cody come up to me, I said, Cody, I want to sell my place. Well, when a buyer comes in, Cody's gonna say, you know what, we fixed every line in city of Cuba here. You know, so I believe that 0.5% more, I'm telling you, and it's just that, we're looking into the future, okay? This 0.5% is gonna do us for, what they say, this line is gonna, 50 years. That is a very cheap investment. Not only that, we're already doing a feeder line that's gonna probably for another 50 years. We're moving the town ahead. And the reason also, it's complicated. The reason also that I'm looking at this 1%, okay, it's very complicated unless you really study it. I want to keep moving the town forward, okay? So I want to use this 0.5% to pay on nothing but the SURE, okay? The other 0.5%, we have to keep the town moving as we're going. We can't put all our eggs in the basket, like my dad said, and something comes up and we're at a standstill. Years ago, when I got on this board, the park board didn't even meet. They had no money. So I'm saying it's more complicated than when you're looking at the rate. We're moving the town forward with only another 0.5% more. That's the best thing for the city of Cuba. We're going to move this town into the 2050 years, 1868, 70. That is cheap. If that's all we're going to raise our rates for 50 years, I guarantee you, if we pull this off, and the citizens are smart to do this, I believe, the other towns are going to have to do the same thing. They have to. They have to figure out a way to move the town forward. It's more complicated. I mean, I can go deeper, but I won't, than what you say. Now you say, Kevin, I'm ready for this one, okay? What, 30 year long? What if a factory moves out? Let's say that one of our biggest factories moved out. We have one in town right now, I believe it's $346,300 and something a year they use water and SURE. What if that goes out? Back up plan B, already there. Then we take the other 0.5% that we're already got, and we make that pay. We can do it with that. We are ready for if something happens in 30 years. If we only have that 0.5%, and after one, if this factory decides, you know what, I'm big enough, I can move somewhere else, they are. How are we making this? I'm telling you, it's A and it's B in this. Let the citizens. When I first brought capital improvement tax up at 1%, I had it 1. They denied it. No, the town won't pass it. Came back the next 2 weeks. I had 0.5%. Council said they won't pass it, but we'll go with it. Again, council, won't be afraid. Up for election, not up for election. Let me tell you something. If you knock on my door and you tell me, Kevin, I'm trying to pass this capital improvement tax for you, here it is, right here or here. The next person comes up, they don't miss it, scared because they want that vote. You know who I'm voting for? I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to think. Well, Jeff mentioned this capital improvement tax to me. Oh, he didn't mention it to me. Jeff is looking at my best interest here, and he's giving me a choice. I'm going to vote for the one that came up to me and gave me my choice. Gave me a choice to move this town forward. And that is what we're here to do. Let the citizens move this town forward. So I would say a 1 if I had all the numbers. And I believe with Indian Hills going 70-something%, we all know, SURE is not tight, labor. Just do what God believes best in your heart. I'm here for citizens, and I would like to see it put on for 1%. And
Hey, I like that. You've done a lot of research on this, Jeff. I think it's great.
We put a lot of research in for citizens, not for me, but for
No,
citizens.
I'm talking about, you've done a lot of research on this.
If a factory pulls out, we still can do it.
Like, Joe makes a suggestion of 1%. Nancy, wait, 1 cent, I got it, 1 cent, not a half cent. Nancy, you got any idea?
Not really, I need to think about it. When do we have to put this on the ballot? When do we have to?
Then we have 2 shots at it.
When do we?
To get it on the April ballot, we have to, what, January?
January
I
15th.
think in January is when I have to certify, so it's early January last time.
So I would like to think about the resolution.
Don, you got any thoughts?
Kevin's done a lot of research, appreciate that, I think we all probably need to look a little bit smarter, and I think we have our numbers.
But we're gonna have.
Yeah, I think that is better.
Morris?
Do we have a committee that's looking at this?
No, we have a committee for everything. This is a council meeting.
You're getting ready to put on.
You said
I thought Kevin was on the committee with somebody there, I don't know.
No, he wasn't.
Maybe Bob. Yeah, I think we need to take a look at this a little closer. Are we going to, try to nail this down at the next meeting?
Yeah,
January, or the next 2 meetings, right? We only got 2 meetings, right?
you gotta do it before, after you pretty quick. It's gotta be in either 11th or 13th. Yeah. So think about it.
Yeah.
Try to get you the bigger goal.
Thank you, Kevin, for that. I agree with some things and disagree with some things. You know, again, can't make a decision here tonight. So it brought to my attention that whenever the original capital improvement tax passed at the half cent, that money was supposed to be basically going to earmarked for water and sewer projects. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. I wasn't there. I wasn't part of the council at that point in time. And it's been in for 5 years, coming up for 5 years, and some of these major improvements haven't been done yet, and we know that it has to be met. Mr. Shaw, he's done a great study for us. We know this can be extremely costly. We have to pay for it somehow. If we can only get a half cent sales tax passed, we're going to need to set all that money aside, basically earmark all that money to get this project going and finance the project. And then that doesn't leave any extra monies for other things. Unless, like Kevin said, it's doubled. However, do we want to put the additional tax burden on the citizens? You mentioned the utility rates. I haven't seen any numbers as far as what utility increases might be needed to go on this either. So I can't speak for that. Perhaps moving the current tax at 1% will be way less of a burden than increasing the water and sewer bills for the citizens. I haven't seen those numbers, so I couldn't tell you. One thing to remember with the capital improvement tax is it's supported by everybody who stops in our town to money. And we're right on I-44, and lots of people use our city on a daily basis. They would all be helping pay that tax, not just the citizens of Kibo with an increased utility bill. So that is something to consider, and for all the citizens to consider. I'm not supporting 1% or half or anything at this point because I can't yet. So yeah, we need to figure out how we're going to pay for this project. We also talked about a bond issue, which if we do that, we're going to have a payment. What type of payment are we looking at? We haven't discovered any of that information yet. So we need to figure out what's this going to cost us annually. Can we handle that with a half cent? Do we need to move it to 1%? Or can we just do a 15% utility rate increase? And I'm just throwing that number out there because I have no idea. We need to look at it from all angles, and we're running out of time to do that and get it on the ballot. But as far as committing to not even putting the tax on the ballot and doing a rate increase, or moving it to 1% and not doing a rate increase, I don't know because I haven't seen the numbers, but we better figure it out.
My concern is when you're trying to sell this to the voters, what do we have to show them that we've done with the money the last 5 years? And it's true that you put it on your sales tax. Travelers pay a big part of it. But also, you have to remember that it drives the tax rate in Cuba up. And that might make, see, from Cuba drive somewhere else where it's cheaper to shop.
I heard this 8 years ago, I heard about that room deck, the hat, oh, yeah, and it's, church is done, people stopping here. I'm just saying right now, let's keep our options open. You don't know what's going on.
We're almost at 10% now.
And that's for the next 50 years, probably. The other town will raise, I'm telling you, they will raise.
We're not, like, even Bourbon Island, to me, it was a lot lower than you think. Cheap.
I heard this 8 years ago, yeah. I heard this 8 years ago, people didn't believe it.
Well, but 8 years ago, we did pass the capital improvement tax, and we haven't done it.
We haven't done any.
We haven't spent it on the, I would say, Jindy, $130,000 out there, instead of spending it on the sewers, so we have not been good stewards of the money.
Mr. Mayor, when we first passed this, there was not first sewer project. It was the capital. Now, and we have been assessed for a capital impact, sure. I was named one of those. Dave over here across the street came up to me, and Ward 2, matter of fact, had problems, complained years. I asked him, what's the problem? Bobby the other day over across the street. Kevin said, I know I'm in too, but he said, can you help me with my sewer line fixed? He said, it just builds up. I said, well, we got a capital improvement tax that we can use for it. I went to Ray. Ray said, I didn't know that about it. I talked to Bobby, yeah, we'll fix it. Ray said, we'll use the capital improvement tax. Now, when I first talked to Dave, he said, Kevin, he said, City of Cuba, I would do nothing for him. And then when he told me he had a sewer problem. When he told me he had a sewer problem, I didn't fix. We had capital improvement, that's what it's for. You know what? Today, if you knock on his door and ask him, would you support the 1% or whatever, half one? He's going to tell you what the city did for me, what that capital improvement tax for me did for me. Yes, I would. Everybody should support this. Go right over and knock on his door and he'll tell you that. So yes, we have put lines in. So before we say we haven't, we have, I'll make this plain. Capital improvement tax is there for citizens of the city of Cuba. Like I said, you all wasn't on board when it first passed. The idea came, yes, from myself, because the city of Cuba, and I shouldn't bring this up. I don't want to give nobody no idea. I'm totally against it. Said, you know what we're going to do? We're going to sit here and pass a trash pickup, $180,000 for people. I went home and I started doing some research. I went and got Tanya, I got all the bills together. Thanksgiving Day, the daughter was down, I looked at it, and I came back to the board, and I said, before you raise the rates for the citizens for trash pickup, let them vote on that 0.5%. I wondered once, let's just vote on that 0.5% sales tax. That's how it started. And after that, the next time around, we came back and said, you know what, we have parks. This all was planned, okay? That ain't being taken care of. We passed it this time, we used that park, some of that capital improvement for parks. You know what? They passed it the second time. This time we got out and we ran after a park tax. We asked the citizens for a park tax. So now, we can use that $100,000 that we just put into the parks next coming year, and we're going to put that into our sewers. Folks, this has all been planned years ago. It ain't been yesterday. Just walk the steps with me. Everything has been planned, not tonight. We passed the park tax. And we had to wait. He said, what do you do all these sewer lines and stuff? You know what? We wanted to. But when you had all these old debts that both America left, breaking it.
And I would tell you, like, the swimming pool was paid off. We had some hangers, major hanger rents that were paid,
we had punch cars, we had
different things that were paid off. Quarterly under fund balance transfers, I break it all down like capital improvement. What the council has all decided to buy. He's absolutely correct. A lot of money went into rec line and different things before we had the.
And remember what I said. I would never lie to the citizens of the city of Cuba. I would speak truthfully, and I would tell you how I can help you. I said this. We would pay off of this in debt with this. I had 1%, so it took 10 years if we had to do it, move the town forward. Half 10 years, we said we pay off 5, we pay off 10. If I'm right, Chris gets to say so, okay? Our last debt is on that old treatment map, probably $150,000. Now, this is good. This is the last debt that we paid off with. January. We did what we said we were going to do. Now, what this does, our water is not funding itself very well, okay? So this allows us to use that $150,000 that we've been paying to keep into the water, without trying to raise the water rates, because that's coming in now. After we pay off that, we don't have that bill, right? So now we can look and see if you have to raise. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't planned yesterday. It was planned a long time ago. So when we sat here and say that capital improvement, I worked hard and long on that. We walked the walk. We set stages to get to where we're at. February, I believe Chris, he said, well, all the old, not the new treatment plants. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's one that was from 2013 or 12 that we have. We still pay on that one, but the old one was 1998.
So we did what we said we were going to do. So when Nancy sat there and said, well, there wasn't really no money put in the sewer line, there was. And there was money being ready to give you the old debts paid off. So 8, 10 years down the road, we can come back to capital improvement and say, now, we're ready. We've got this capital improvement tax. This is what we've done. As Chris said, we said we pay off the debts, we did. We had to do all this before we got in to a major project. It was planned. I'm done.
Okay. Chris, how much are we spending annually on the treatment plant? That's obviously going to be going away, but this rough number.
Yeah, it was about 180,000.
So we were having to spend about 180,000 annually on the treatment plant, and now finally we paid off here soon.
Not all of it. There was another one that we just got in 2012 or 13 that we still pay on that one, and I don't know what that figure is off the top of my head. I want to say it's 230 annually. But this is the old one from 1998, the first one that they got as far as I'm concerned.
So but that 180,000 annually will be dropping off. Okay, and then we were
They'll be
giving,
paid off in January.
we were giving, how much to the,
No, I wanted to make sure that you knew, the municipal election day will be April 2nd. So the final certification date is January 22nd. So that's the date you need to have. That, it has to be the county clerk prior to January 22nd.
Let me say this, I haven't weighed in on this yet, but I'll tell you this, 2 things are gonna happen. If you don't keep the capital improvement tax we have now, or raise it, then we are gonna spend multi-millions of dollars on the sewer. That's a given. It's not gonna cost $1.98, it's gonna cost somewhere over $10 million. We're gonna have to pass a bond issue. And like Tony said, the bond issue is going to have to be paid back in payment, and we know that. So we're gonna have to put up the sewer line probably forever, the new one. So we have to do that. But all this cost, if our sewer and water rates now doesn't take care of the cost of the new sewer line, then the rates in this town have got to go up. Whether we like it or not, it's gotta go. Something has to take care of the payments. What Kevin's trying to explain to you is the capital improvement tax, if he puts another half cent on it, that can go be designated by this council to be part of that payment. It can. And use the other half, just like we're doing now. I'm not saying I'm for or against it, I need to study it too, but it makes sense. I would rather have a cent sales tax in this town if it raised the sewer rate $60 a month. Especially for residential, and that could happen. So what we're trying to do is, I'd rather have other people to come in and buy stuff in the city, help pay for this, with the capital improvement tax, help pay for this debt. And that's all I'm gonna say, because I gotta study it too, but I can see where it's coming from. You got to be on this end, it's gonna be, will we have to raise your rates anyway? Probably. But they're not gonna be astronomical, like they would if we don't pass it.
Real quick, back on what I was saying, so 180,000 annually is gonna fall off here soon in January, towards that whole treatment tax. And then before we pass the park tax, approximately how much a year was we budgeting out to the parks, out of that money?
Well,
I guess it varied by year, but
yeah, I'm going to say we're getting in about 180 for that tax. So
Right.
I'm gonna say maybe approximately that.
That's probably what we was
Because,
using out.
right, the things that you wanted to get
So
done.
we're talking about $350,000 of money saved back at this point by not having to spend $180,000 here annually on them for your family walls off. And not having to spend almost the same amount of money to the parks out of capital improvements since it's supported by its own tax. So there's $350,000 a year of money that's gonna be freed up. We don't know yet how much the bond issue will cost us or our payment to this, getting our water and sewer fixed. Or it might be $1 million a year, I have no idea. But right there's $350,000. Well, maybe it's gonna be $350,000 a year payment. Now there's that money right there. We don't have to increase the tax by half cent. We can keep our half cent. Don't have to give that, put that half cent burden on the citizens. Because we're freeing up this $350,000 a year, earmark that money that we've been spending anyway towards the payment for this bond issue, or the water and sewer issue.
Okay,
So that's why we don't have to raise the tax.
I looked at that, but then all of a sudden I ran into a problem. I ran into a problem with that.
How so?
The water department is probably losing a heart.
I know the water department doesn't generate anything.
Well, but they're losing, we are in the red on this treatment plant, when it goes back into the water. Well, we don't have to raise rates on the water department.
Right.
So we are not that much $300,000.
I understand we're gonna have to fix the water issue because they're losing.
It's a waterworks fund.
Waterworks.
It's the waterworks fund, and then there's.
Yes.
I was thinking the same thing you were saying.
Right.
All of these,
We have to stop the leaking on the water. I get
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
But at the same time, doesn't mean they have to increase the city by half.
You know,
We just need to look at the numbers. I mean, I'm just not $50,000 right there that we can use. We're spending it now, we can earmark it straight to this project. And then maybe we won't have to.
but I was right on with you, buddy. Man, I'm saving this money, saving this, it's all going away. And I asked Kristen, I said, how's our water? She kept losing. 180, whatever, with my 100, proposed treatment plant, that, keep it not raised.
Okay, if we would pay $350,000 a year payment, okay, the new sewer line's gonna last 50 years, right? 33 of those years we'd be making payments. Because at that 33, if we have 33-year bond issue plus interest, to pay $350,000, so that's not gonna be.
Well, I was just saying, I put that towards it.
I look at that.
We're still gonna get $400,000 a year off the half cent sales tax. We can use that money too.
I'm gonna say if we borrow 10 or 15 million, I'm gonna say they're a rough figure, you know, then have a computer with me, it's gonna be over close to $600,000 payment, maybe.
Probably.
So, good luck with the citizens paying it, we don't come up, I'll only look at the numbers.
Me too.
But it is West,
I try not to create a burden on our citizens.
I am too. I looked at all the numbers.
We could probably do with our finances and put some money towards this project. We just need to, we need to figure it out soon.
we said we were gonna discuss it, we did, everybody agreed we need more time, our time's running out, so better be studied.
I just don't think a tax increase is gonna be a real popular thing.
No, in 50 years, now you're gonna take over, that'll count raise there for 50 years. Well, who's gonna pay?
We're talking about the rest.
Well, I'm gonna say they're on raise, maybe. They should have been 1% pay there.
Anyway, you made a suggestion of 1%, 0.5% raises, no tax. That's up to you to decide, okay?
So we're gonna send resources and back suggestions.
Yeah, I mean, where are we at, Byron, with, I know you had to take some information to DNR on your study.
Well, I turned that in, you know,
All right, let me try and excuse. We had a meeting, executive meeting on the 6th. We have the engineering people is gonna do, the credentials will be here, so we'll discuss this on the 6th. And we'll decide who we want to pick as engineers, we're ready. So we got the 6th, the 6th is our meeting that night, it's executive, we'll set on our engineering credential, excuse me, and go from there. So then we'll know where we stand, who's gonna get the job, and then they can get it ASAP. Okay? On the 6th. Sorry I interrupt you, we talked about this before. Okay.
I'm sure that guy right there is smart enough, he did that, you know, he knows that the rates are gonna be, if I'm him, if I'm that guy right there, I've already done my homework. So I'm loving to hear what you have to say, buddy. I know you're smart enough, you did this with capital improvement, without capital improvement, you're sharp enough to get all the numbers.
Okay, let's move on. We're gonna have it on the 6th. Excuse me. All right, now we're gonna have Christine explain it to us about renumbering.
Okay, so I gave you a sheet of paper showing the bill number and what the, mayor's claims special ordinance, SO stands for special ordinance, by the way. What the mayor claims to be special ordinance, and it's my fault because I didn't read my handwriting right, and at some point we got off filter, so, I have another list there of what the special ordinance should be. I asked Lance how I should address that. And anything after this is correct, I've already corrected it, but these are the numbers I need your approval to renumber those old ordinances before it gets that back.
Yeah, you're a motion to approve.
Make a motion.
Second. All in favor, say aye. Let's go on to bill number 1871. Dan, can you explain this bill a little bit?
I don't have anyone to see what it is.
This is the one you asked me about today if it was ready, and I said that I would do that.
We have property at the police department that is, if you will, on loan from the Department of Defense. Surplus stuff they have that they loan out to the various agencies around the state. They can use the equipment. Basically, we just need your authorization to continue this agreement with the Department of Defense. Could be.
And that's like the vehicle we got in the shed up here.
We have some rifles, some night vision stuff. We're actually gonna try to shrink down a little bit, but just continue the agreement we have with them.
In other words, just so we can, about keeping everything. No, we can't, we gotta let you know. So, Captain Nolan.
Oh, okay.
You're bill number 1871 by Captain. Motion. Is there a second? Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Oh, first reading of 1871 by Captain.
An ordinance authorizing the mayor of the city of Cuba, Missouri, on behalf of said city, to enter into an agreement with Missouri Department of Public Safety to establish procedures for the transfer excess property of the United States Department of Defense to be used by the city for law enforcement equipment.
Now, the first reading of Captain on bill number 1871, your motion to approve. Motion by Don. Second by Jeff. All council.
Bob?
Yes.
Leather?
Yes.
Grady?
Yes.
Mizell?
Yes.
Montgomery? Yes. Copeland?
Yes.
Now, to show the first reading passes, there is a second reading of bill 1871 again. Motion by Jeff, here's second. Second by Moore. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed. Second reading by Captain Nolan.
An ordinance authorizing the mayor of the city of Cuba, Missouri, on behalf of said city, to enter into an agreement with the Missouri Department of Public Safety to establish procedures for the transfer excess property of the United States Department of Defense to be used by the city for law enforcement equipment.
You heard the second reading by Captain Nolan of 1871. Motion by Jeff. Second by Don. Full council, please.
Copeland?
Yes.
Montgomery? Yes. Mizell?
Yes.
Grady?
Yes.
Leather?
Yes.
Bowles?
Yes.
After passing the council unanimously on second reading, I now proclaim that bill number 1871 becomes special ordinance number
725.
725. Now we're back on track. Thank you, council. Let's go to bill number 1872. This is for the vehicles that travel on our roadways. And we're gonna have a discussion before we go to Captain Nolan. Lance.
So I had sent the ordinance in, but I noted that there is an inconsistency in the ordinance. The way current ordinance, section 23-25 reads, folks can already use the alternative vehicles on the road as long as they're licensed drivers and they meet the other criteria of the ordinance. When I got the recommendations from council, one of the recommendations was that only folks that have a certified medically diagnosed disability be able to use alternative vehicles. So I need some direction from the council as to whether or not they intend to remove the use of vehicles for other folks. And additionally, there was a question about what streets you could use the vehicles on, or at least where you could use to cross to the major streets. That was not a part of the original ordinance either. So I need the council's direction as to whether or not they want to remove.
And I think our thought was to amend it, to add it to handicap.
That was my understanding as well, and so when I got the direction for that it was only for the disabled, then I wanted the council to tell me whether or not how they wanted to apply, and whether or not they wanted the restrictions on where they could be used to apply to everyone, or just folks that don't have it. Because I do want to clarify, the current ordinance requires everybody to have a Missouri State driver's license, or a driver's license. What we're doing is carving out an exception for folks who need vehicles that do not have a driver's license. That was the main change in the ordinance. So there is going to be essentially two classes. The question is, how do you want, what restrictions do you want or do you not want two classes of people driving?
Well, as written, how is it written?
It currently has in their language that says that you have to have a letter from a certified physician certifying that you have a physical disability. And it also says that any licensed driver can use it. That's why I say it's got an inconsistency in it. I have to remove the inconsistency. I just need to know which way you want it to go.
So anybody right now can drive?
As long as they have a Missouri State driver's license and they meet the other criteria. Oh, that's what the current ordinance says.
We were just gonna amend it to include the handicap.
So anybody can drive it.
It's been that way for 10 years.
Pardon?
It's been that way for 10 years.
At least 8, because I'm not the one that wrote this ordinance.
I didn't know.
Yes. But, so, I didn't know. What we want to do.
What do we want to do? Just narrow it down just to hand it.
What we intended at our committee meeting was to amend it to include the handicapped people who can't get a license, and provided they follow the rules set forth, and we want them all to cross in the same intersections, whether they're licensed or not. I think that way the police don't see somebody crossing, where they're not supposed to, they have a driver's license. So they all have to follow designated routes.
We also talked about the permit process, so would that only be for the handicap, or would that be for?
I think everybody needs to get a permit.
That's another. I was under the wrong impression the whole time.
Me too.
But that's my own ignorance for not knowing it was already an ordinance that allowed anybody to increase their driver's license to operate anything. I'm gonna get one. It's less gas money than grocery store. Why not? That's how we're gonna keep it. I was under the impression that we was creating an ordinance specifically for the handicap. So that way they could get a permit and they could operate on certain streets And that
Okay, here's the thing about it, Tim. This bill right now is not fit to be passed.
no, it's not.
So we're gonna, we need it by the 11th, or we don't need it, but we put it off long enough. How do you want him to amend it to get it back to us? You want to hand it up only and take out the other part?
Mr. Mayor, I can make it, you have the ordinance. If you tell me how you want it modified, we can simply say approved as amended, and I can make the change. All we have to do is have the exact language. You can tell me what the exact language is so that we can make the amendment.
Yeah,
We
we
can
can
still
make the
take care
amendment
of it
tonight, we
tonight.
can go up and off of that board. Is that, amendment is part of,
Yes.
good.
So I would like to see that we don't allow just anybody with a driver's license to drive ATV and include people with a handicap, and we have designated streets where they can cross.
That's already been designated.
Yes.
Right.
Right.
We are, I've listened to everybody, and that's a good thing. Everybody's opinion matters. I believe that we grew up in city yards. I could have been on the board at the time because the police department, I think, had some antecedents, whatever they were, and they were going to the fair and stuff, using them. So we wanted to make sure they could use their, so you use some of the parks and stuff when the fair comes in?
Yeah.
Okay, and that is why when we drew the city yards up, we wanted license on the net for fair and stuff like that. I say this, man, just make a section, especially just for, keep the license on the ATV, and make one just especially for handicap as well, that has a piece of paper saying they're handicap and a license, a piece of paper from the police officer saying they know the laws of the road. But if you take the license, that one out of that, I'm telling you, the police department's got them too, they use them all the time, with park fairs and stuff like that. So you want,
Isn't that different though?
That's different.
Police doing
if
police
you say
business
they
and city
can't, they can't.
officials doing city official business, I mean, isn't that different?
Yeah.
I mean,
I would.
I'm not gonna punch you guys on it. You wanna let everybody drive, less government, let's do
You
it.
can't
Let's have-
discriminate.
Let's have a Todd Hunter run around.
You know?
As long as it crosses the right.
Let's government control my life. I'll get one too.
Lance, comment on that.
I didn't know you.
Okay. Good argument, what do you want to do?
We want the committee recommendation amended to include handicap with the criteria that we gave you. And the licensed driver crossing in the same location as the handicap driver.
You have a copy of the ordinance with you. Can I see it? If that turns into a motion,
I'll make that motion.
I didn't hear that motion, but I'm pretty.
I know, but I gotta,
I make the motion for the current city ordinance to be amended to include
the streets are in section 3 of operations, letter D. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'm trying to. So I think the amendment you're looking at may be in section 3 of operations as well. So to accomplish what I think you just said, all we have to do is add a couple words in section D of operations, where it says no motorized alternative vehicle or utility vehicle may be operated without a permit issued by the city of Cuba.
I don't like it.
We can add in no application shall be approved without either having Missouri state driver's license, and as number 1, and then move the rest of the section.
Correct, insurance should be included.
They're already in there.
Yeah.
There's currently, it says, section 1 is, or first requirement is first filing proof of a disability by a licensed physician, 2, filing proof of liability insurance, 3, proof of installation of a revolving amber light attached to a vehicle, like a triangle and all, that's it. I would propose just adding one and moving the rest of them back, so that one is going to bring you to 3 and 4. And the first one, you have to show that you're a driver's license. That puts them into the same permit process. Anybody who wants to have one still has to come to the permit.
And they still have to have a revolving light and triangle.
Correct.
Even if they have a valid driver's license.
Yes.
So they're not going underneath.
So if you add that in, as criteria, one, that removes any inconsistency.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening. So he's gonna make a motion to do all that.
I assume.
Make a motion to do what you said.
So, I believe the motion is to amend the ordinance by adding into section 3 of operations, subparagraph B, adding the words, have a approved driver's license as requirement number 1, and then renumbering remaining subsequent to that. And that's a pretty easy fix.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then, can I ask a question?
Yes.
If this passes tonight, and people start coming to City Hall tomorrow for a permit, I don't feel that we have a permit. I mean,
Let's just make it until after the first of the year. You don't have to let the first.
okay, so we can like develop some kind of system, I mean, I feel like.
We're gonna have them go to City Hall.
Well, we just, that's what we were just talking about, they would have to get all the proof of everything from police, and then if they want to pay their $25, we all do it, yeah, but they have to get all their.
Go to the police and get a stamp approved and then come here and they.
Yeah. But we need to figure out a system, like, if somebody, in fact, if you came in tomorrow, I would be like, I don't know how to give.
I'll take you. Can I touch again?
Not right now. You gonna develop a permit?
I can.
Well, I mean, I can even do it, it's just, well, tomorrow, I have to be here.
I think what she's saying is we need to have some time so that we can get the permit process.
So make it effective
Yeah.
January 1.
Usually, now we're gonna have the January 1 ending.
It's not I'm looking into some sort of.
Yeah. So, what, January 1, how do you get that into this? I'm not.
On the effective date, which I think is the last subsection. Subsection, or section 3, this ordinance shall be effective from and after the date of, and make the amendment to, January 1, 2019.
Good.
So you need a motion to amend it to the effective date of January 1.
All right,
Can Jeff add that to his motion?
that'd be your motion.
I had that to my.
Whatever he said.
Okay, got a motion, January 1 goes into effect. You got the amendment? All agreed to?
You need a second.
Your second?
Second.
All right, full count.
You can do the amendment by voice vote. Or, by,
No, I'm talking about just the amendment, it's over.
I know, you don't have to do that, you don't have to hold the council for that, unless you want to, I'm not
I
trying to
just
tell
voted
you.
up on like,
Okay.
Hopefully,
full count.
Yes.
Montgomery, Mizell,
Yes.
Grady,
Yes.
Leathers,
Yes.
Bass.
Yes.
That was for the amendment and the starting date. Your motion to have the first reading with the amendment of bill number 1872.
1872.
1872. Motion. Second by none. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
An ordinance amending chapter 23, article 1 of the Cuba City Code by adding section 23-335 relating to operation and use of motorized alternative vehicles upon city roadways and sidewalks.
Okay. Yeah, with the amendment.
As amended.
Well,
As amended.
As amended.
As amended. All right. You hear a motion to accept. Motion. Jeff. Second by Warren. Poll the council, please.
Beth.
Yes.
Leather.
Yes.
Grady.
Yes.
Mizell.
Yeah.
Montgomery. Copeland.
Let's go to the first reading, back in now, when you're going to have a second reading, bill number 1873.
Motion.
Motion, second by Nancy, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
An ordinance amending chapter 23, article 1 of the Cuba City Code by adding section 23-35 relating to operation and use of motorized alternative vehicles upon city roadways and sidewalks.
As amended.
As amended.
Your motion to accept. Jeff makes a motion to accept. Nancy second. Will you please vote on?
Okay, I'm sorry, who made the motion in a second?
Jeff made a motion, Nancy second.
Copeland?
Yes.
Montgomery? Mizell?
Yes.
Grady?
Yes.
Leathers?
Yes.
Bass?
Yes.
After the second reading, passed unanimously by this council, I now proclaim that bill number 1872 becomes ordinance number 1161. 1161.
It doesn't take effect until January.
That's in the amendment. Okay, move on. All right, bill number 1873 is a lease agreement with National Medical. I hope that you all read it. What you agreed to is in it. We got everything, we put everything in we possibly could that we had to get, we absorbed from that meeting. Motion to accept. Second by Nancy. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Oh. The first reading of 1873. Captain.
An ordinance authorizing the mayor of the city of Cuba, Missouri, on behalf of said city, to enter into an extension of the lease agreement with National Medical Billing Services.
You heard the first reading by Captain Tony, you heard motion to approve. Motion, second. Full council, please.
Bass?
Yes.
Leathers?
Yes.
Grady?
No.
Mizell?
Yes.
Montgomery? Yes. Copeland?
Yes.
Let's try the first reading was passed 5-1. You want to discuss your?
No. I just haven't had a chance to read.
All right, you have a motion that we had second reading, Captain.
Yes.
Sorry, second. Second by Jeff. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Vote. Okay, second reading, Captain.
An ordinance authorizing the mayor of the city of Cuba, Missouri, on behalf of said city, to enter into an extension of the lease agreement with National Medical Billing Services.
You have a motion to approve. Motion by Corbin, your second. Second by Nancy. We vote council, please.
Copeland?
Yes.
Montgomery? Yes. Mizell?
Yes.
Grady?
No.
Leathers?
Yes.
Bass?
Yes.
Let us show that you have one vote and 5 yeses, the ordinance passes, and now proclaim ordinance number 1873 to be special ordinance number 726. 726. Okay. Let's move on. As you know, we have my things I have until unfinished, then we have a meeting on December 26th. December the 6th, at 6 o'clock, for executive session.
First is the incentives meeting, and then we can go into.
Yeah. The Spanish meeting first, then going through second.
Regular council on the 11th.
Yeah, there's council. Oh, by the way, and Jim and Crystal are now grandparents of a big baby girl. you to do that to me.
And Cody's gonna be a father.
Okay, that's all I have. I'm gonna start with the
They're just headlines, Chris.
All right. Bobby, everything else? Okay. Jim. Cody. One. John. Nancy. Yeah.
Got
Okay. Hearing that, we're gonna,
I actually said,
He said I do.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Hang on.
You should have.
One thing is, you know, a lot of people use 66, actually, I have 5 out there. A lot of people use 66 highways, for tourist direction and stuff. And we had it on the plans, I'm gonna add Bob, it's still on the plans, probably next year. You know, come down 66 from the east side to the west side, on the side of the road, there's big potholes and stuff, we gravel, we're gonna asphalt that, 2 foot, make it look real nice, all the way down.
Yeah.
But we got down plans.
That'll be done in conjunction with the state coming through next spring. They've already let the bids out on the job. There's an overlay. They overlay the middle, we overlay the sides.
Because I know that's been a problem for years. But one other thing I want to say, that the citizens of the ballpark and everybody on board, when we purchased a piece of property by Malala, that ballpark out here, I looked at it and I thought, wow. My idea was we could solve a 20, 30-year problem that was never solved in that long. We could, if the Cuban Medical Group, though, you know, take it, it's fine, they get it out. I didn't want it for, you know, I looked at it, moving down forward. I was thinking, you know what, we have so much parking problem over there, that they don't have room. And I believe Bob, that lot we could come in on and make a parking lot for a ballpark. I mean, it'd be easy to solve that problem. So I just want to throw that at you, and years to come, my idea was, you know, up the hill, like the police station there, by ballpark, and, no, it's just ideas that I had. Hopefully, I can finish the ideas that I had.
I'm good, Kevin, and
No, but that would solve the ballpark problem.
it's a possibility.
You know, Parsons, that's all I have to say.
Hey, tell me back about it. Anyway, great. Anything else, Kevin? Anything else, Kevin?
No.
Okay. Your motion to go into executive session. Motion. Second. 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 Hold on, please.
Copeland,
Yes.
Montgomery, Rizal.
Yes.
Ready?
Yes.
Leather.
Yes.
Brown.
Okay. Have a 3-minute recess.